Aloha, everybody. It's me, Braddah Jaren Midnight, back here on Midnight Movie House '07 with a haul. I got some stuff that I purchased plus some mail time. Hold on,
Mail time.
mail time. Got some mail coming up. So, isn't this neat? Yeah, Goodwill. They always find cool stuff at Goodwill.
You just got a letter.
Oh, I didn't get a letter, but I got a package. So let's start off with first off with some things that I found at the Goodwill, and it's been a while since I went to the Goodwill stores here on Maui. It's a mess, it really is, and my favorite media section has been downsized, but even though it's been downsized, I did find a few titles that I was interested in picking up. So let's get into that. First off, some movies here. I've never seen this movie. People might say it's kind of bad. I don't care, but I like medieval, barbarian type movies and stuff. So I got In the Name of the King, the Dungeon Siege Tale with Jason Statham, and my auntie's a Jason Statham fan, so might give that a watch for November. I'm gonna put this stuff here. I'll just put it down here for now. And then this is sealed, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep this for myself or maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna put this in my collection or sell it. Cause I like to sell things sometimes too, but this might go in my collection because I don't have this movie at all. And it's The Day After. It's the story of what would have happened had the Cold War had ended with an all-out nuclear war, and how people would survive after that. Steve Guttenberg is in it, and Jason Robards, and Joe Beth Williams. I remember this being really scary when I was a kid when I watched this, like the whole idea of surviving radiation fallout, and how people would slowly deteriorate after, the bombs drop. So, I'm not sure yet. This might go in my collection. I picked up a few documentaries here. First, PBS, Secret Tunnel Warfare. As the archaeologists reveal traces of World War I's most devastating tunneling operations. Some PBS, so right there, boom. It was interesting. They had a whole bunch of PBS stuff, but this one kind of piqued my interest. I like documentaries about war and stuff like that. I watched a couple on just this past Veterans Day, along with the movie Wind Talkers. Watched Wind Talkers, and then a bunch of like D-Day documentaries and stuff. Speaking of World War II documentaries, I did manage to find this one in the stack of films or DVDs in the media section at Goodwill, and it's the History Channel's World War II in HD. The DVD release, I think, might be in color. I don't know. And the disc, all those kind of like spotty, easy to wipe off, no problem. So that's my media purchases there. Plus, I picked this up. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it for myself or bundle it together with something else that I might be able to sell in future yard selling stuff or maybe marketplace. And it's the Pop comic covers, Marvel Skrull as Iron Man, and it also comes with the Pop, and I believe that's the comic book as well. It might be a comic book or just a cover, but anyway, it's cool, and I found it for a very low price. Maybe I can flip it. If not, maybe later on as a donation to KK's, because Christmas time is coming up. If I'm not able to move these things, I might put it in. I don't want to sound greedy or anything, but I hope I sell. But anyways, that's the Goodwill purchases. Now let's go on to my good friend Jaren of Jaren Movies Reviews on Instagram. Link below to his stuff. He does amazing critiques on feature films that are coming out. Horror, sci-fi, even drama, comedy, stuff like that. He goes to watch all the films. So I'm gonna leave a link down below. You can go and check out his 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 Instagram. I think most likely his Instagram, but the Instagram also has a link to his YouTube channel where you can see some of his movie reviews as well. But he sold me a bunch of flicks right here. Let's go from the bottom, work my way up to the top. I did get the 4K release of Halloween Kills to replace my Blu-ray version that I have. So kind of an upgrade kind of deal. Very excited to get this into my collection, especially now as the holidays are just around the corner. I have not seen this movie. It came out last year. I'm happy to have it in my collection now. Violent Night with what's his name? Forget his name. What is his name? There's no David Harbour from Stranger Things and the new Hellboy, which I liked. I liked the new Hellboy. It was very darker than what Guillermo del Toro. I can't pronounce his first name. Guillermo, I don't know, del Toro. His version of Hellboy is fun, but David Harbour's the one that he was involved with really dark stuff. I liked it. A lot of gore, a lot of blood. But yeah, Violent Night, I have not seen this one yet. I'm happy to watch this one or have this in my collection for the holiday time. The Burning, classic slasher flick right here. This is the Scream Factory release, I believe. Yeah, it is. Awesome murder scene. You know, the whole murder scene on the raft, that massacre scene. Some of Savini's best work. Although people would say it's kind of cheesy. Hey, for the 80s, man, that was close enough. That freaking finger chop up scene with the shears. And then the throat and the blood. Oh, classic. So yeah, I got The Burning Blu-ray for my horror collection. And then this one, My Bloody Valentine. I think it's also Scream Factory as well. So I got that one. One of my favorites. I like this. Great, among the great slasher films of the 80s. My Bloody Valentine, The Burning. Also got The Prowler from him last year, which I watched for Halloween time. And oh man, a bunch of stuff. I also got Valentine from him as well. So a lot of the stuff that he bought, he's like, collecting now for 4K, as 4K features are prominently being released. So that plus boutique Blu-ray Blu-ray releases, stuff like that. And if it's something that he's buying to upgrade, I always message him and be like, so we get anything new? And it's like he put a list out and like, pick it up. My Bloody Valentine, man, come on. And then the piece de resistance. Well, I can say that, but I cannot say Guillermo. The piece de resistance is the brand new, still sealed Silver Bullet. Yeah, this is also from Scream Factory as well. Silver Bullet is one of my favorite werewolf movies from the 80s. Corey Haim, he plays a disabled kid in his little wheelchair, and the town's being people in the town are slowly being killed or eaten by a werewolf. They don't know who it is. People say like American Werewolf in London. I love American Werewolf in London. I'm not gonna say that I don't. Howling, yeah, it's great, but as a kid growing up, especially like, cause it felt kind of Goonie-ish, like those movies that are being released where like it involves kids. Like I love this one. I love The Gate, The Goonies. I like The Willies. It's an anthology horror series, and I don't know, it's Goosebumps. I was into that stuff. So this one is it's right up there with one of my favorites. Part of my favorite horror films to watch as a kid. And Silver Bullet right there, Stephen King. Also, I read the book. Like one of the only Stephen King novels or novellas or like graphic novels that he released or under stories that he released. Cycle of the Werewolf. It's the only one that I read, like really sat down and read from cover to cover, and I could tell the differences between the movie and the book. I still love the movie. I love the book as well. I hope to have that in my collection someday. I think I did have the book at one point, but got damaged and tossed out, along with a lot of other things that got messed up at my house because we went we did the wrong thing of storing things under the house, and rain time, like, it doesn't really rain doesn't, like, if you put things underneath the house, it doesn't really protect from the rain. We learned that the hard way. Yeah, okay. But Silver Bullet, one of my favorites. Okay. Now let's get into some of the Black Friday purchases that I have picked up. It's not a lot of titles. Again, my paycheck only allows me to purchase so much, and I'm always checking for the Black Friday deals or discounts. Hopefully, there's still some Black Friday stuff up. I'm pretty sure by the time my next payday comes around, so I can pick up some more stuff from Amazon, because there's a lot of lists. Not to mention, a lot of Criterion collections are on sale November time. I am planning on picking up one title, at least just one title. If I have the chance, two titles. But the one title that I'm very interested in and picking up for this Criterion Black Friday deals is House. House. Yes, House. I watched it. It's weird. It's goofy. I saw it one time. I think it was on Max, and I was like, "Let's watch this." I'm not knowing what I was getting myself into. My auntie was watching it with me as well. She likes to like, sit down sometimes and watch some of the horror movies that I watch, and me and her were both like, "What is this? What are we watching?" And then by the end, I'm like, "It was so freaking weird. I loved it." You got Japanese girls in a house, and the house is going crazy. There's weird things happening. You don't know what's happening. Everything's like a giant acid trip at one point. You got freaking, sorry, you got freaking severed fingers playing pianos. Some of the girls are running around naked half the time. Well, not always naked, but there's some nudity in there, and I like the Asian persuasion. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's get into some of the Black Friday stuff that I picked up so far from Amazon. One is still in the package, so I need to take it out yet. First off, the 80s classic, and this is not like a special release. It's like a regular release of it, but I don't care as long as it's in my collection now. It's Night of the Creeps, the director's cut of Night of the Creeps. I got that one. I thought there'd be like some kind of weird slipcover to it. I don't know. Maybe there's another edition of this that has a cool slipcover, but I didn't get that one. I got this one, and I'm okay with that. I got the Frank Langella Dracula. The one with Frank Langella plays Dracula. This one creeped me out as a kid. This is a really creepy Dracula movie compared to all the other Dracula. I mean, I love the Christopher Lee Draculas, the original Bela Lugosi, awesome, and I like a whole bunch of other vampire movies. But this one, the first time I watched this movie, I was in study hall. Well, basically called study skills, and I had nothing to do. I'd done my work, so I caught free time. So when you catch free time, you're able to like sit in the corner, and there's like we used to have these weird things where it's like a monitor with its own VHS and earphones, so you could just hang out and like watch something. Then among all of the videos that we can watch, like documentaries about trains and weird health videos and stuff like that, among them was Dracula. Obviously recorded off of TV, you could tell, but when I started sitting down and watching this, I'm like, what the hell? And I stopped it, and I told the teacher, I left it at a part. I'm going to do my work tomorrow and get try and get free time again tomorrow and study skills. And then I did get free time. He bought the Dracula tape out. I was like, okay, yeah, and I finished it. And I was freaked out. The whole scene in the cemetery where they're I don't know if it's Lucy or Mina, one of the girls that Dracula turned, creepy as shit. Come on, very creepy. So I got that one for my collection now. And then okay, wait.
Mail time. It's a letter for Blue and you.
No, it's a letter for me from Prime. I got this one just in the mail yesterday, and I believe this is the other title that I picked up that was on sale, on a discount sale. So I picked this one up, and I am a fan. Again, vampire stuff. I am a fan of 80s horror stuff like that. And this is another vampire movie. I mean, when you think of 80s vampire films, you think of Fright Night, Lost Boys, Near Dark, stuff like that. But nobody ever thought of vamps. That's right. And I got the Arrow release. The Arrow release was discounted down to 15. And I was like, I gotta get this one. I need this. There's another one that I purchased as well, but it hasn't come in yet. I think because it was a private seller. I purchased. Oh no, wait. I think. Did I get the house? I gotta double check and see if I got. Because another title that I wanted to get was House of Dark Shadows, the film that chronicles Barnabas Collins and the how people in Collinwood became vampires and stuff like that. But no, this basically predates From Dusk to Dawn, because it's the story of a couple of guys out to have a fun night out on the town, find a little strip club in lower urban city areas, and not knowing that the strip club that they went to, or the burlesque club, or whatever, the gentleman's club, it's full of vampires. That's right, vampire dancers, and they're all led by the queen of the vampires, Grace Jones. Every time I think of Grace Jones, I think of Jim Carrey. No, not Jim Carrey. Like one of the Wayne sister. She plays Grace Jones. He was like, "Hello, Rocky." Like Rocky versus Grace Jones. Look at me, Rocky. It's weird, Or I think of Grace Jones in Boomerang, No, yeah, Grace Jones as Queen of the Vampires in Vamp. And this is I remember renting this as a kid. My parents didn't know what it was. I remember it being kind of sexy, but at the same time, very goofy, very bloody, very cheesy. So, boom. This is my second Arrow release in my collection. The first one is Girls Night Out, which I bought secondhand at Book Off in Oahu a week prior to the wildfire sale in Maui. Yeah. Weird, but yeah, my second Arrow release. Hopefully I can pick up more, maybe Cyber Monday, I don't know, we'll see. So that is from the Amazon Prime. Is that everything? No, it's not, because I still got more things.
It's mail time.
Got more stuff in the mail. Isn't that fun? That's so fun. First off, this just came in the mail yesterday, and I purchased. This is some stuff that I purchased off of. I think one I wanted. I don't know if it's. I think I purchased them, not auction. I didn't win them at auction though. But these are two nostalgic pieces. And speaking of vampires and movies like Fright Night. Oh, double seal for your safety, huh? Can I get this? Can I get into here? Okay, just one tape. Okay. One tape. Oh, I see the back cover of it already. I don't have any scissors. Anyways. I don't want to bend it as much as I can. No, keep it nice and neat. Oh, this needs a board. Hey, I need boards and I can find one board. No sweat. Alright. This deserves a board. This needs to be boarded. But anyways, here it is. I don't think I had this issue. If I did, I don't know. Again, a lot of my comics as growing up as a kid got destroyed from weather conditions. So I'm happy to have one of these. I know that there's a new series released on a different comic book company now. It's Tom Holland's Fright Night, but this is the original from the original Fright Night comic book series from Now Comics, the now defunct Now Comics. Look at this in the background. Tiger, handheld. Simon's Crest, basketball, Gauntlet, Double Dragon. Wow, I remember that. I had the Double Dragon. But anyways, Fright Night Comics. One of the originals. And I gotta get a board for this. Is it taped down? Oh, it's one of those like sealed one of those. Oh no, wait, it's not. Okay, I gotta tape it down too. But Now Comics Fright Night. Remember Now Comics, everybody? They had Married with Children comics. They had Terminator and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I have one more thing here. More mail.
Mail's here, mail's here.
Mail. How am I gonna get into this? I'm gonna need knives or a scissor or something. I got one. Hold on. I got something sharp. No sweat. I got something sharp, man. I got something sharp. It's a scissor. And cut here. And then I'll cut here. And I'll cut here. Cut. So what do we got here? This one's nicely wrapped too. You got bubble wrap and everything. How do I open this? How the hell? Okay, where's the scissor again? Come here, scissor. Why am I looking over there? Scissors, again, you have to cut the top. Cut the bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. This one's boarded. Good job, guy. Oh. This is another Fright Night comic book right there. Check that out. Another OG one. This is number 12. This one is number 14. I gotta board this one. But I liked the whole Fright Night series because it wasn't only vampires that had to deal with anything supernatural, not just vampires, werewolves, mutants, creatures, zombies, ghouls, ghosts. That was what the original Fright Night series was all about. The original comic book series. So it's one of my favorites, and now I have some comics to add to the mixture. I gotta add. See how it's boarded? This needs to be boarded. Makes me think of Mallrats. It's like, hey, you need boards in these. Savage. But anyways, that's it for this video. Mahalo for tuning in. And again, I'm coming to you from the KAKU radio station here on Maui. It's talk radio. Oh. It's always Halloween in my soul. Mahalo for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification if you like my content so you can get updates when I post more things. I don't know what to do with my hands. Aloha.